We still have some details to add to the face, like the eyelids, the lips, and maybe a little bit more work on the nostril. But before we do, I would like to finish up the outside of the head just so that it looks less like a mask and more like the front of a head. So I'm going to go back to my box model, make that live again, then take my poly surface and quad draw it. I'll just start here at the top and put in a couple of dots. This is going to be kind of fun because it's going to work, but you have to be flexible with it. So I'm not putting in very many faces here, and you can see over in the side view that they're really coming in weird ways. That's fine. The other thing that I will say is that when I'm doing this, I am keenly aware that I'm not putting in enough faces. So I'm probably going to need to add more in order for this to connect up to the eye or the cheek or the mouth. So like I said, we're going to be flexible and we're going to do this almost entirely in Quad Draw, because Quad Draw will let us do all the fun things like put in edge loops and move our points around. Although I seem to have crashed Quad Draw, so I'm going to pause this video and come back to it. Well, Maya crashed completely, but I'm back. So I think I left off making the rest of this face loop, so I'll just head back into my old friend Quad Draw and keep going. I've only got a couple more dots to draw. Like I said, it's really good to be flexible here. I know as I'm doing this that I am going to have to go back and add some faces and relax some things. So I'll just come in and end this off in a really awkward way right here. And now I can start in the places where it's an option, going back and relaxing, adding things, inserting edge loops. This might also be a good time for me to go through. I'll just do this in regular vertex mode. Let's work in one mode here too so I can see where my vertices really are. And I'll just kind of slide some of these things around so that I know that I'm moving to approximately the right depth of the head. Heads are pretty deep. And in this case, it is really important for me to be able to work with the side view, because otherwise my head is going to wind up being really thin. Obviously, it's going to take more than one loop for a lot of these things to make it over to where they belong on the eye or the nose. So again, there will be some flexibility involved, but that looks like I have kind of got the shape of my jaw, which is really good. This is less good. I'm not loving this kind of weird diamond shape thing that I've got going on here. So I might take another look at this. Maybe what I will do is go through and split this off. Oh dear, I've gone back into Quad Draw mode. Well, I might as well live with this for now and fix it later. I've got plenty of time. So down in the chin area, if I do want to do it in Quad Draw, I can just come on in and yeah, see? There's that problem. I can just come in and start putting some of these together, and they're going to work fine, probably up to about there. That all looks perfectly good to me. Now I can use that tab key. Do you remember that tab key? To start pulling out some of these and just getting them a little bit bigger. So I can pull this out like that, and maybe put in a face here. Put a dot there, a couple of faces here, and that's going to give me a nice little brow ridge, and I might even be able to come in and just do a couple of these there. This is probably too much of a gap, so I'll have to go back to that. But I'm feeling good about a lot of these. I'm feeling less good about this area here. And of course, this area down here. So let's see what I can do to make this a little bit nicer. I'm going to go to vertex mode, and I am going to take these two vertices and merge them to center, and that gives me a triangle. And while I don't love triangles, they beat the alternative being not having a face at all, or having n-gons. N-gons are always bad. Nobody likes n-gons. Down here I'm going to delete those problematic faces, and then I'll do the same thing. I will come here and merge these vertices to the center. And now I'm going to go to edge mode, take these edges and extrude them. I will just pull them down like this, and then in vertex mode, this vertex and this vertex will be merge to center, and that'll give me a much nicer chin. So my last problem is a little triangle. It's not that bad a problem. I'll just quad draw and fill it right in, and that's going to give me most of a face. I might want to go through and relax some of these bits a little bit. And of course, every now and then I will also want to check 3 mode and just see how I'm doing on creasing and folding, and making sure that all of those creases and folds are in the right place. So that's what my head looks like so far. It looks a little surprised, doesn't it? I always think that's really funny. So that's going to cover the rest of the face building. And I'm pretty sure that if you can get this far, you can probably figure out how to do the back of the head from here. So this is as far as I'm going to go with the face itself. The next thing I'm going to do is just add details like the eyelids, the lips, and just a little more of an indentation for the nostril. So I will take care of that when I get back.